Hi guys, welcome to day 3. Same as yesterday, we're gonna go ahead and just dive right in, and then I'll talk a little bit at the end. So we'll start with rubbing our hands together, warm up a little bit. Inhale deeply, exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale deeply, and exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. And inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. And exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. All right, hope everybody's doing really well. Let me get my timer started and we will launch into it. Had Hare Hari Wa He Guru. 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 Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Har Hare Hari. 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 Waheguru. Har Hare Hari, 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 Waheguru. Last round. Har Hare Hari, Waheguru. Inhale deeply and hold. And exhale. And one more deep inhale. And exhale. Hands to heart center. Just sit with yourself for a moment. Check in with how you're feeling. It's okay to feel whatever it is that you got going on. Just let it sit there, look at it, acknowledge it. Let it be. You're safe right here. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to feel you're safe. What are those concerns showing you? What's the resistance showing you? Or the joy or the elation? What do you want to create? What do you want to direct your energy into and for? Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply to close. Nam. Thank you guys so much for joining me. That's the end of the meditation. I just have a couple things that I wanted to talk about because I'm noticing as I ask myself to be more and more authentic and I'm doing more and more meditations, I'm seeing different things that I'm doing, the way that I'm speaking, how it's inauthentic, and the way that I'm acting or things that I do. And it's getting me to stop and really pay attention. And so I'm noticing as I'm reading different things on any topic really, how inauthentic speech seems now, where we use words as a way to, persuade someone to our side instead of just sharing where we're coming from. It's more about persuasion and right versus just sharing perspectives and expanding from there. I've been reading a lot about different meditations and just different ways to approach it. And I think a common theme that I'm running into that's interesting to me is that meditation is sort of presented as this passive thing, because you're most of the time in a lot of settings you're sitting, whether it's silent meditation, it's visualization meditation, it's the meditations that we're doing here where we're sitting. Granted, we're moving our arms, so it's a little bit more active. Meditation, I feel like it's labeled as passive. It isn't. There's in no way passivity to what we're doing when we meditate, regardless of how that meditation looks or how you're applying that meditation. To look at yourself, to sit with yourself, takes dedication, it takes effort, it takes persistence, it takes perseverance, especially when you're coming up with blocks and you need to look at what's there. When you're looking at those aspects of yourself that you've run from, you've denied, you've suppressed, you've buried, you've insert whatever. That takes work. That takes devotion. So I don't know how often people are coming up to this, or just thinking that when you sit down and you meditate, you're gonna instantly clear stuff and everything's gonna be easy. Pain leaves, discomfort leaves. That's just not true. When you meditate, you're connecting to yourself. You're connecting to your authentic self, whether you label that as God consciousness, Buddha consciousness, it's Christ consciousness, it's whatever it is, however you label that. For me, it's just universe. It's just universal energy, right? You're connecting to that authentic place within you, and you have to cut through all the stuff that you've thrown up between your authentic self and all of the illusions that we get wrapped up into, right? The stories we tell, the thoughts we're believing, all of that chaos, the stuff that our people tell us, the stuff that we read, all of that, right? And pain and discomfort aren't just evaporated. That's just not reality. What's beautiful about meditation, at least from my experience and how I'm approaching it now, is that anytime that uncomfort arises, I look forward to seeing what's there. When pain arises, I look forward to seeing what's there. It doesn't mean that there isn't still fear. It doesn't mean that there aren't parts of me that hide and then I have to coax it out so that I can get the lesson. That's not really what it's about. So I just kind of wanted to touch on the fact that meditation is not, it's not this passive, cure-all pill. It's work, it's devotion, it's authenticity. It's you actually sitting with you and spending time with you. And that matters. That's really important. I would say especially now, it's always been important. How can you possibly change your perspective if you don't ever stop to look at what your perspective is? So just know that whatever form of meditation or inner work that you're doing, it matters, because it's you connecting to you, and it is in no way passive, because you're then applying that in each and every moment. And also know that in each and every moment you are doing your absolute best. You are giving absolutely everything you've got, even if you look back later and you're like, that sucked. What was I thinking? What was I doing? I should have known better. In that moment, that was your best. Learn from it. Don't devalue that. Yep, you made a mistake. Maybe you chunked it. Whatever the case is. Okay, don't dismiss the fact that you gave it your all in that moment. Even if you think it sucks, it matters. So I just want to remind all of you that you are unspeakably precious. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.